The glittering facade of the Trump International Hotel Las Vegas seemed to mock the inferno erupting at its base. It was January 1st, 2025. A new year had dawned, but for some, the horrors of the past year refused to fade. At 8:39 a.m., a monstrous explosion ripped through the valet area. A Tesla Cybertruck, once a symbol of futuristic innovation, transformed into a mangled wreck. Flames devoured its metallic husk, sending a plume of black smoke billowing into the pristine desert sky. The air reeked of gasoline and burnt metal. Debris rained down on terrified onlookers. 7 people lay wounded, nursing burns and shrapnel wounds. But for one man, there would be no recovery. The Cybertruck, rented just days before in Colorado, held a grim cargo: firework mortars, gasoline cans, and camping fuel canisters. This was not an accident. This was a deliberate act of destruction. First responders swarmed the scene, their faces grim under the desert sun. The world watched in horror as news of the explosion flashed across screens. Was this a terrorist attack? A calculated assault on a symbol of American opulence? Or was it something far more personal, a cry for help lost in the roar of the blast? The investigation quickly honed in on the Cybertruck's owner, 37-year-old Matthew Allen Livelsberger, a name that would soon be etched in the annals of tragedy. The FBI, their faces drawn, descended upon Las Vegas. Sheriff Kevin McMahill, a seasoned lawman who had seen his share of darkness, took the lead. Every shred of evidence was scrutinized, every witness questioned. Forensics painted a chilling picture. Livelsberger, it turned out, had not died in the explosion. A single bullet to the head, self-inflicted moments before the detonation, ended his life. A suicide bomb. The word hung heavy in the air, sending chills down the spines of even the most hardened investigators. But Livelsberger was more than just a name in a police report. He was a decorated Army Special Forces soldier, a man who had stared death in the face in the unforgiving mountains of Afghanistan. What drove him to this final desperate act? The answer, it seemed, lay hidden in the depths of his tortured mind. A crumpled note, found in Livelsberger's belongings, offered a glimpse into the torment that consumed him. "This is not a terrorist attack," it read, the words scrawled in a shaky hand. "This is a wake-up call. We are broken, our nation is fractured." Livelsberger railed against the political divisions, the social unrest, the endless cycle of violence that plagued the country. But beneath the anger, a deeper pain resonated. Livelsberger wrote of his time in Afghanistan, of the horrors he witnessed, the friends he lost. "I need to cleanse my mind," he confessed, "to find peace from the memories that haunt me." Post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, the silent enemy that had followed him home from war, a constant shadow lurking in the corners of his mind. His family, shattered by his death, spoke of a loving son and brother, a hero who never quite escaped the battlefield. They had seen the scars, both visible and invisible, that war had etched upon him. They had tried to help, to understand the demons that tormented him. But PTSD is a cunning adversary, often lurking in the shadows, disguised as anger, despair, or a numbing silence. Section 4. Whispers of a larger plot. As investigators delved deeper into Livelsberger's life, a chilling possibility emerged. The Las Vegas bombing was not an isolated incident. On that same fateful New Year's Day, a bomb ripped through a federal building in New Orleans. The devices, though different in design, bore eerie similarities. The targets, both symbols of power and authority, hinted at a coordinated attack. Had Livelsberger acted alone, a lone wolf driven to madness by his inner demons? Or was he part of something larger, a network of disaffected veterans radicalized by their experiences and fueled by a shared rage? The FBI, their resources stretched thin, raced against time to connect the dots. The internet, that breeding ground for conspiracy and speculation, exploded with theories. Some whispered of a shadow government, others of foreign agents seeking to sow chaos. The truth, as always, remained elusive, obscured by a fog of misinformation and fear. Section 5. A nation grapples with unseen wounds. In the wake of the Las Vegas bombing, America confronted unseen wounds festering beneath the surface. President Biden, grief-stricken, addressed the nation, calling for unity and mental health support. Sheriff McMahill echoed the president's sentiments, urging more support for veterans. Eric Trump expressed condolences and pledged support for the victims. The Tesla Cybertruck explosion was a wake-up call, a reminder of war's human cost. It called for compassion and healing the invisible wounds of those who served.